You finally made the decision to take charge of your health and you're ready to live a keto lifestyle. You cleared your pantries, you shopped for keto-friendly foods, and you're ready to whip up delicious high-fat meals and lose weight. Finally, a plan where you get to eat and lose weight. It's a keto miracle. You're so excited to eat all of these delicious fat-filled meals because keto really is the best plan ever. Yes! Except your family refuses to take the keto leap with you. Even though they can improve their health through a ketogenic lifestyle, they have all of the excuses. They don't need to lose weight, but they probably do. Their health is just fine, but I'm sure it could use improvement. And they love carbs way too much, but don't we all? Now you're stuck in this place that you really want to follow through on your keto commitment, but you don't want to make several meals every single time you cook because you have a family that refuses to eat these delicious high-fat meals. What's a poor lost keto soul to do? Watch this video to learn 3 tips on how to live your best keto life while also not becoming a short order cook. Hopefully, witnessing all of the health improvements that you have through your keto diet will be enough to convince them to come over to the real food side of life. But until then, here's how you can make keto work without constantly cooking different meals for every single person in your household. Tip number 1, decide on meal basics that everyone can enjoy. These will typically include a meat and a side of veggies. There's nothing too strange about eating a meat and a veggie at most meals, so definitely start there. Since keto is basically just a real food diet, it's actually not all that hard to cook healthier meals for everyone and just add on another side option of carbs if necessary. If you don't currently plan your meals with a base of a meat and a veggie side, now is a good time to get started. Yeah! This will help you stick to your keto diet and it will change your family's health for the better as well. You can add lots of healthy fats to the veggies to make them taste absolutely delicious. If your family refuses to eat veggies because they're used to boring vegetables without flavor, adding healthy fats will not only help your low-carb veggie sides taste better, but you'll also be able to absorb the fat-soluble vitamins in the veggies better as well. Once you have the base of your meal down, all you need to do is keto up your meal by adding more fats. You can do this by topping meats and veggies with butter, maybe a high-fat sauce, or even coconut oil. If you still don't get enough fat in order to feel satiated, end the meal with a delicious fat bomb. Just be sure to avoid the carby side option that you added for your family. You made the commitment to change your health through a ketogenic lifestyle. But if you're cheating every single night by sampling the carb-filled sides that you made for your family, you won't get very far. You'll also continue to crave these processed carbs because every time you take a bite, you're reminding your body of an easy energy fix since processed carbs are the easiest place to get a quick burst of energy. Tip number 2, even if your family is resistant to live a keto lifestyle, you can still help them out by providing a real food-based diet. This means you can slowly begin switching out their processed carb favorites for lower carb and real food alternatives. This change isn't going to happen overnight, but if you're persistent, it's a change that can benefit your entire family over time. A few options include making zoodles, which are noodles made from vegetables like zucchini, instead of pasta noodles. You can use baked cheese chips or even baked cheese shells in place of processed versions. You can make baked goods from almond flour or coconut flour instead of regular flour. And you can make desserts from heavy cream like keto ice cream and keto whipped cream. Of course, too many carbs plus too much fat will lead to weight gain. So you want to make sure that your family is also cutting back on some of the carbs when they start adding more fat to their diet. Now that doesn't mean that they need to eat less than 20 grams of carbs each day, but they will need to eat less carbs when they start adding more healthy fats to their day. Healthy fats are really important for our bodies to function, as well as for optimal brain health. So even if your family isn't keto, getting enough healthy fats is still a requirement for improved health. And if you're thinking, my family just will not eat all of these low-carb alternatives because they're addicted to junk, all you can do at this point is keep trying and set a good example. Slowly make these swaps. Eventually, they'll be eating more real foods out of habit, and they might not even notice that they're eating less junk food. Tip number 3, fat is delicious, so use it to your advantage. Many of the new keto meals that you're going to make will taste amazing. This is because you're using real food that your body can recognize and understands how to break down. This means that your body will soon recognize the value of these real food options, and it will actually start to crave them. The same can be true for your reluctant family. Use all of the delicious fats to flavor up your meals and show them just how delicious a real food diet can be. For instance, instead of making plain scrambled eggs, make sure to add plenty of fats to make your eggs satiating as well as delicious. When I make eggs, I cook them in butter, I mix in heavy cream, add a small handful of shredded cheese, and then top them off with even more butter. Even my extremely picky 5-year-old loves this recipe. If you add a side of bacon or sausage to this, your family probably won't even miss the side of pancakes that you forgot to make because they have so much delicious fat to keep them satiated. And shh, but don't tell them they just ate a completely legal keto meal. If your family starts their day off right with a low-carb, fat-filled breakfast like this, they'll reach for less junk throughout the day because they're going to feel full from eating a keto meal. This might make the meals that you make later in the day seem more appetizing to them as well. Alright, let's review how you can live your best keto lifestyle even if your family is reluctant to start the journey. Tip number 1. Start your meal with a meat and veggie base. Add more healthy fats to your meal while adding a carby side for your family. Whenever possible, make that carby side a real food option. Tip number 2. Wean your family off the junk that they've become accustomed to eating by providing more real food alternatives at mealtimes. Even if they're higher carb real food choices, that's still better than the processed junk that most people consider food. Tip number 3. Fat is delicious. Loading up your meals with healthy fats like cream, cheese, avocados, and more will show your family just how delicious keto is. Soon enough, they'll want to eat more real food meals instead of processed junk that their bodies don't know what to do with. Hopefully, these tips help make living a keto lifestyle easier for you. If you want to learn even more tips, check out episode 24 of Chat the Fat. We interview keto expert Jessica Tai. She uses her keto lifestyle to improve the health of her entire family. And she's got 5 kids, so she definitely has a few keto tricks up her sleeve that you'll want to learn. Find the ways that we can connect below, and let's connect. I'll see you next Wednesday where I'm going to talk about one of my first coaching clients, Alyssa, and her amazing keto success story. Alyssa lost 58 pounds and came off of medications that she took for years in only a few months. You definitely don't want to miss her inspirational story.